Welcome to Siege365, where we talk about the past, the present, and the future of Rainbow Six Siege. This regular podcast aims to cover Siege all year long on a regular basis to create excitement, express gratitude, and share nostalgia. We document the changes made in game from a player perspective while reporting on game development and events made by fans for fans. Today is January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year. This is episode 18, year 10, season 4, Operation Tenfold Pursuit. So I'm joined today with my buddy Tengri. I'd like to start off by introducing him. He's a very positive and animated friend of mine, online friend of mine. He's hit champ a couple times, which is awesome. So Tengri is a champion player who's played console, I believe, right? You started on console?
Yeah. I was on Xbox back in the day.
Xbox, okay.
It was messy.
And then and then you moved to PC, which is fun.
Yep.
I did the same
2020.
thing. 2020. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played on PC the closed alpha and it didn't work. So, and then I played the closed beta. I think it was on PlayStation or it was either on PlayStation or PC. And then I got the game on PlayStation 4. Yeah, it was on PlayStation 4 when it came out. I never got a PS5, but yeah. So you played the game a long time. You said when did you start playing on console on Xbox?
Yeah, low-key, God, I think it was, man, let me look at this. So the first time I ever played Siege was right after it came out. Very, very long story short, I lived in a fraternity when I was in college. One of my boys, big football player, Jamaican dude, is a good friend of mine. Loved Siege and play all the time. We were so terrible, but we would like alternate rounds and shit because you remember it was attack defense swap back in the day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
We switch back and forth, but yeah, way back then I actually played for a while on console. So way back then, I didn't play for a bit after that until after I graduated college, and then I started playing pretty heavily again, like post Operation Health. I'd say
Okay.
like maybe the season before. I can't remember the exact one, but maybe like 2 or 3 seasons before Operation Health. I think I got back into it. And then played pretty consistently on console. I mean, nothing crazy, but 150 games a season until 2020, and I switched to PC, and much better PC player than console. I'll say that. So,
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah.
Do you feel like you play more now that like Rank 2.0 came out?
Maybe. I mean, I think there's a few things, right? Like the original rank system was kind of whack just because the first 10 games of the season were so important. If you get bad matchups, particularly on console, you get some Zim guys, right? You get some Zim guys, or you queue in with a 4-man and your fifth is throwing or something like that, and you go 3-7 during those placements. It's like
It's hard to go up.
time to get out of the hellacious pit
Yeah.
that you're thrown into.
Yeah.
2.0 obviously has its own problems. The massive amount of boosting and smurfing and on and on and on. But I don't know. I think high key, never really played FPS growing up. I was athlete growing up. I never really played games that much. And then after I got out of college, I'm over competitive asshole. So trying to play a lot more. I think it was just natural that as I got older, I would find something else to put my competition into, right? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely better at the game now, which I think makes me like it more. Like I was like a high plat player in ranked 1.0, so what would that be, low diamond now? And now I'm like a champ high diamond player. I'm D2 to champ most seasons. So I don't know. I think getting better helps, getting better at FPS. There's just a bunch of different things. Nothing crazy though.
You like continuously grew over time. So
yeah, exactly.
That's good.
It's that whole thing, right? Honestly, it is a massive motif in the game is that everyone who plays Siege at this point is so much better. Anyone who doesn't understand how much better you are, just watch a clip of yourself playing and then look at season 1 and season 2 of Pro League.
Yeah.
and just look at what it looks like. You are legitimate. Like, I am so much better than the pro players in season 1 and season 2, the way they were playing then.
Yeah.
However, the same pro players who were playing in season 1, season 2, the ones who are still active, I mean, they dog walk everyone. So like
Right.
everyone is so much better at the game. Um, and again, you can watch early pro league, and because everyone's so much better, it makes the meta constantly change. And
Mhm.
it, in my opinion, is a constant rebalancing effort with the game to kind of rebalance the game around everyone getting so much better. But it's a
Right.
longer conversation.
Right. Right. How much time do you have? I don't want. I want to respect your time. Do you have like an
Probably like
hour?
probably like an hour, probably
An
like an
hour.
hour or so. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you said you stopped playing for a little bit, and then you started playing again, or no?
Yeah. So I stopped playing. Well, I would say I played like very, very like first days it came out
Uh-huh.
because this dude who I lived with, really good, actually really good friend of mine to this day.
Yeah.
um, Loved it and was playing it all the time.
Hmm.
And yeah, I didn't play for probably like a year after that. I mean, I'd say I played a bit during like the Blackbeard season, because that would have been summertime. I played
Okay.
I played a bit during the Blackbeard Valk release season over
Hmm.
the summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, just not a ton. Not a ton.
Right.
I mean, we're talking, I don't know, 50 games maybe over the course of that year, 80 games over the course of that year. And then when I graduated and I was out and had a job and everything, I was playing a bit more.
Oh, okay. But like nothing made you like leave the game, like where you just rage quit, and then like made you come back, like because something they brought something back.
The only
Because
time I ever truly rage quit the game was like the first time, the first time I hit champion, it was, I believe, the Ram season, right?
yeah.
So the first time I hit champion was the season Ram came out. I was super hyped. We had a 5-man squad. We were like, it was me, my boy Calvin, like a bunch of guys I've been playing with since Xbox, literally. I mean,
Yeah.
a bunch of guys I've been playing with since like 2016, 2017. We all squad together, 5-man for the whole season, play like 300 games. I had like I mean, we all had the highest KD ever. I had like a 1-3. We all had highest rank ever. I hit champ, which was crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I've barely been in diamond before. I hit champ.
Right.
And then my guy Calvin hit diamond like 3 or 4 something. I don't think he had ever hit diamond before. Everyone hit their all-time highest ranks. Great time. Very next season, literally the very next season, it was Deep Freeze. I think that was the Tubby season.
Yeah.
Might be
Hmm.
wrong.
Yep.
Um, the anti-cheat was just turned off. I assume that was the season where there was constant game crashes, and it was, in my opinion, the worst season ever
Okay.
of Rainbow.
Yeah.
And I played not that many games, but there was a point where I played probably out of like 60 games, I had 25 people who were rage hacking. And I'm talking like, people say rage hacking now, they mean blatantly walling. I mean like spin botting, like guys
Spinning.
levitating above the map, like like 10 plus KDs, right?
Right.
So just a huge waste of time. And all the 5 stack that I had, basically everyone quit.
Yeah.
Like we were
Right.
playing, and then everyone's like, the game's unplayable. It's mass cheating every game. When you could get in a game, you get booted from the servers. Like, it was so bad. I probably stopped playing the game for like 2.5 months. Then I came
Mhm.
back the next season. That's the only time I've truly rage quit the game, where I
Right.
played, I think less than a third of the season that
Right.
year,
Right.
because it was just it was so bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yes, that's the only time I've ever rage quit. But
Okay. What brought you
yeah,
back? Like just the game kind of being updated and refreshed, and you're like,
yeah,
oh, let me try
yeah.
it
I
out
mean,
again.
yeah. I mean, I still think it was pretty bad. Honestly, I think that year following heavy metal was pretty bad. There's a graph somewhere. I'm sure you can dig it up and post it. But
Yeah.
because I think you were the one who sent it to me, where it was like the cheaters and the cheating reports by season,
Uh
and
huh.
you could see like as that season started, it like was 4 times as many reports and abandons as the last season. Everyone's like, ah.
Yeah.
As soon as the season starts, you
Yeah.
have 4x the amount of abandoned games and people just leaving. And it was because the rumor was they turned the anti-cheat off. I don't know what truth there was to that, but
Right.
the rumor was it was BattleEye making the game crash. They just turned off BattleEye, and I've believed it. I've never seen anything like that in my life in any online game, which, again, I'm not like a hardcore online gaming guy, but
Right.
from asking the people who I played with who were, they were like, yeah, this is as bad as I've ever seen it in anything.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, I'd say
Okay.
I'd say that was rough, but that getting fixed, and I mean, cheating's still a problem, but that getting fixed and coming back to it, I'd say
Okay.
definitely.
Cool. Yeah, that season, Deep Freeze, when they came out to Borrow, had that bug where it would like freeze everyone's game, like it would crash whenever
Yes,
you would tub the wall.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, and there was the Clash. I'm low key. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I think that was also like the Clash spin botting season where you could like spin in certain. There were like I think it was Chalet and maybe one other map. You could spin in certain areas with Clash and it would crash a lot. Like it was
yeah.
the worst season of the
There,
game in my opinion. But
there's also, I think this last season or the season, like Operation. So the way this we structure the podcast is we do past, then we do present, then we do future. So
mhm.
um but anyway, I think last season high stakes they had a bug where if you castled, and this was an old one from year one actually, you castled the a doorway and you pull it down and you castle it and pull it down and castle it and pull it down, it crashes the game for everybody. Like everyone's frame rate drops to like 1.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
remember that one. Yeah. So it's so funny. Everyone who's played this game for a long time is like, "Hey man, you remember when IQ was invisible?" Like everyone has their own bug that like
yeah.
sticks out to them.
Yeah,
One of my guys who I've been playing with for 10 years, my old duo Calvin, he still is immensely triggered by the old bank bugs. Like I remember there were two. There was a Valcam you could throw outside and constantly red ping everyone, and then there
uh-huh.
was one where you could like get yourself in the floor. Right underneath the teller's desk, and
Right,
like floor, you would literally be sharking around in the floor and shooting people through the floor. Anyways, that's
right.
yeah, anyone who's played this game long enough has their favorites. But to me, again, the worst was Deep Freeze. So that
Okay.
was the only time I've truly rage quit. But yeah, I mean, I think it's much better now. Um, there's definitely I think a lot of the steps they're doing now are pretty interesting. They are running into a few problems, in my opinion,
Mhm.
where like take the new gun, for example. Everyone's like, the PMR and oh, it's so sick and like it's a great gun, right?
Yeah.
I really truly love the idea of giving more people DMRs, particularly an op like Hibana.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like Hibana is a great example. So Buck and Ash are the inverse of this, where Buck has a great Ash has a great short range gun. So there was a while where before they changed the gun, this was like, year 1, year 2, Ash
Mhm.
had a great short range gun, but it
Mhm.
really sucked at long range. And um, Buck was the inverse, where his gun was much more controllable at long. I mean, again, they changed the recoil a million times since then, but obviously their soft breaches were inverted, where the Ash had the long range soft breach, short range gun, and
Right.
Buck vice versa.
Mhm.
Whereas Hibana, I love the Type 21, but the option to have a DMR and hold like super crazy long angles off of Hibana holes. I'll give you an example. I always use Hibana on Chalet Basement. Go into Big Garage, open up that long angle where you can see from Big Garage all the way into connector. Holding
Right.
that with the DMR feels amazing. I won a game
Oh, I
yesterday.
haven't tried. Yeah.
I got a two piece with that DMR, and then you can push up late round. You're like, oh, I gotta make a play,
Yeah.
flashbang blue, swing in with the bearing. Like you got wood to chop. So I
Right.
really like the idea of it, but there is there anything that different from the PMR and like the 417? Like,
Yeah.
is there anything that
It's
different?
I don't know. Yeah, they're very similar guns. Like all the DMRs kind of almost feel identical. Like when you play them. I
Yes,
know
yes.
the ammo. I think the ammo, they have too much ammo right now because they like
Oh, like in terms of the reserves or in terms of like the mag size?
the mag size. So
Mm.
like
Like
it usually
21. You're saying 21 is too much.
that's too much. Yeah, because there's no real downside of having one. You two shot people. It's kind of like the old
Yeah, it's
para.
62 damage.
Yeah.
It's 62 damage, man. Like it's
Like
crazy. And the 417, I'm checking this right now. The 417 is 69 damage.
yeah.
This is something where you think about it a lot. Like Glaz does 71, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like if
It's
Glaz is
separate.
doing 71 and you have this crazy zoomed in scope, and obviously you can see through smokes. But let me
Right.
tell you, anyone who's listening, every single player in Champ Elo who could run Glaz with an ACOG and see through smokes versus, the 12, the whatever it is, 5x, 6x. I think it's a 6x.
Yeah.
If you could run ACOG Glaz and still have the ability to see through smokes, every single person would run that in high elo. Every single person. Like, you'd be able to be way more snappy with it. You know, like it's super, super zoomed in. Like, yeah, it's useful in a few scenarios where you're holding a stupid long angle. 90% of people in high elo playing this game would take Glaz with an ACOG. And you basically have a Glaz damage gun with an ACOG with the 417 with 21 bullets. So it's more ammo than Glaz too. So yeah, it's 100% where there's no downside, right? On these massive magazine, tanky DMRs, you know, and you compare it to like Tubarao. Tubarao is 11, right? I think that should be, in my opinion, it should be like 11 to 13.
Yeah, it should be like 11 to 13 for sure. I agree with you there. But she has, I think it's 21. Habana has 21 on the PMR. So yeah, I actually gave that feedback to Ubisoft. They send me surveys regularly as like a content creator for them. And one of the things they asked about was like, what do you think about the PMR? And I was like, too much ammo. But I know everyone's gonna cry about it. Like, I always say stuff like that. Like, I'll like, I have like a list of things that I've pulled up that I can pull up where like I've submitted feedback and they've done it. Like Cody, we have a mutual friend, for those of you listening. He was on the very first episode of this podcast. And he actually had the idea for, you know how you can report people for like cheating, griefing, stuff like that, bad behavior. He was like, why don't we have something where you can like, what's it called? Report for good behavior. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And now it's like, now it's like a whole, what's it called? It's a whole system.
Yeah. Reporting for good behavior. Yeah. I mean, commendations. Commendations as reporting for good behavior is one way to put it. I do think that something they struggle with, right? That, in my opinion, that Ubisoft, where you look at like, man, how can they make this better? They are so good with ideas generally. Like, look at the Boss G. The Boss G is such a sick idea. It's a 2-shot sniper rifle, right? In practice, it's a 2-shot defensive sniper rifle where there's clear upsides and downsides. Really cool gun. Even the new Denari shotgun, right? Like, it's a cool idea. It's like a short-range slug shotty, which is pretty stupid, but like, you know, it's cool, right? It's a short-range slug shotty that, instead of, you know, a single shell reload, it's like a full reload at the same time, like a full, they call it a speed loader for revolvers, where you put in four bullets simultaneously. So it's like a speed loader slug shotty. Like, they have a lot of cool ideas like that. I do think with the DMRs, like, a DMR is a DMR is a DMR. They're a laser beam. They hit like a truck, man. They hit like a drunk uncle, and they're great at long range. But again, at high elo, a lot of people will run like Dokkaebi DMR Hollow and just swing with that thing, right? It's like the whole, in my opinion, if you're gonna have a DMR, it should have a and this is, again, probably gonna be unpopular. It should have a run speed modifier. I think you should be slightly slower with the DMR.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the
LMGs.
Type 89. Yeah, exactly. Like LMGs. Exactly. Yeah. So if you're running around, like, everyone's favorite meta and bugs in this game, everyone remembers the LMG meta where you just had, 5-speed boosted Finka swinging you with a 100-bullet laser beam, and and they put in the run speed nerf for LMGs. Way less people ran them. In my opinion, I think you should have a run speed for DMRs. It is so insane to me that you have the, and obviously the run speed modifier, people be like, oh, we don't need slower ops. But they're not slower. They're slower with that gun out. Like, if you want to be a crackhead and swing people and you're doke, like, bring out the CZ or the SMG-12 or Hibana, bring out the bearing, right? Like, you should be able to swing people with certain guns. I do not think that you should be DMR like crazy swinging a corner. But anyways, that's just my take is I think the slowing down people like 5%, make it the inverse of the horizontal grip. Slow them down a little with the DMRs, and it'll be perfect. Because, I mean, they have 21 bullets. They don't move. They hit like a truck. And you see this clear as day on defense. You see this clear as day on defense. Every single Champ Elo game I'm in, there is one of Tubby, Aruni, Cade, Sentry, Sentry, or Goyo with an ACOG, right? Basically, one of those, it's Tubby, Aruni, and the 3 TCSG guys. Because the ACOG's strong as hell. I mean, people are, TCSG is a shotgun, whatever. It's a DMR, right?
Yeah.
All 5 of the, it's not a shotgun, it's a DMR. All 5 of those DMR ops are, at least one of them is in, I would guarantee every single round. Every single round. Like, if I looked at the actual numbers on it, I'd be shocked if it's below 95% of my rounds had at least one of those. And over half have at least 2 unless they get banned, right? Like, it's so strong to
Right.
have ACOG, crazy angle holding, particularly on defense, with the people don't like breaching as much anymore. So they are pushing, doors, they are pushing windows, right, where you can hold pixels on them. And it's so powerful. They do so much damage. You don't have to hit a headshot, right? You can, as you said earlier, you two-shot basically everyone.
Right.
It's there needs to be some type of bringing it to heal, and I think you just make people a little slower. I think
Yeah.
that's
I
all
like
you got
that.
to do. But
I like it. What do you think
but
about? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's new this season? What else did they add other than PMR? I guess Thatcher, right?
Yeah. So Thatcher that got reworked. What do you think about his rework with? Have you played him?
Yeah. Bunch of them. I think
Yeah.
he's cool. I think he's cool.
I've mostly
He,
played against him, or because I always play hard breach or bandit, and so I mostly
yeah.
played against him, and it's interesting. I think he's better when I've played him a couple of times. I think he's a really good rework, but I kind of feel like it should have been IQ, because IQ is just kind of lost. She's always been kind of lost. She's
This is
always been
another thing that
underpicked. You
they
know what I
do
mean?
where they nerf and unnerf, right?
Yeah,
Constantly. This thing drives me insane.
yeah,
we like we buffed IQ. We gave IQ frag grenades, and it was fucking sick. I was nading people through the floor. I was cooking them, and then you
yeah.
take away frag. Not take away, but you make frags terrible, right?
Right,
You sit there and you're like, IQ's great. She has frags, and frags are by far the best utility, right? You can nade people through the floor. You can cook them and blow up shields. You can kill people on shields. You can cook them on angles, like all sorts of cool stuff you can do with frags. They nerf frags into the ground, right?
right.
And after nerfing frags in the ground, they give a ton of people frags, right? Or at least it felt like they gave more people frags.
Yeah, they
And
do.
then IQ sucks, right? And you're like, well, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah,
and then to go on from that, Grim's gun was crazy. The Grim IQ shared the 5.52 Commando,
yeah.
crazy strong. My original champ season, I think 90% of my games of my attacker rounds, I was Grim, or I was IQ, or I was Fuse. Because between those 3, I mean, you had so much utility. You had Fuse if they were a lower site. I'm the only champ Fuse main. I say it over and over again. That's my true claim to fame. I am the one human being who has ever hit champ where your most played op is Fuse, and you've actually played a lot of this game. So I've always loved Big Papa Fuse for 10 years. But outside of that, Grim had all the utility, right? He had soft breach with the judge. He had hard breach charges. He had EMPs. Like, he had area denial with the bees. And
Mm.
then both him and IQ on that 5.52, if you put an extended barrel on it, it did 54 damage. If you're doing 54 damage a shot on an AR, like,
Yeah,
crazy strong, right?
yeah, yeah.
And they're worried about that, right? So they nerf the 5.52, right? They nerf it in the, or not in the ground, but they nerf it, right? They're like, no more two shot kills for you. And they make nades terrible, and now IQ sucks, right? It's like they nerf without giving everything. In my opinion, if you're going to nerf IQ like that, there should be the AUG, right? The AUG should get a buff. No one's running the AUG on Wamai, and then only IQ has the AUG on attack. So you make the AUG do, you make you throw her a bone somehow, but
Yeah,
there's constantly, we're gonna take without giving, right?
yeah.
So
They did. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say it makes sense for certain ops where they're overplayed, but for others, it's like no one was complaining about IQ.
Yeah, I think both Grim, because Grim had the 5.52 and so did IQ. Those were actually collateral damage when they did a balancing change a while back. Like they
Yep.
acknowledged it in a blog post where they're like, "Hey, we're changing." I don't remember what it was, but they're like, "We're changing something across the board, and there's 2 outliers, and it was the 5.52." And they go, like, pretty much, we're sorry, but we're gonna keep doing this anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a little silly. I mean, I
yeah,
think the other thing with IQ, man, it's like I remember back in the day, she used to be able to see through smoke with the pistol. Do you remember that? With
see
the
through
with the
smoke.
scanner out.
She could see through
Like if you
smoke?
threw yeah, if you threw smokes and you had the little IQ gadget up, you could see through it.
Oh, I don't remember
You could
this.
see like people walking behind it. Yeah, you can YouTube it if you don't believe it. I think that would
I
be
believe
cool.
you.
I
Yeah,
think that'd be
yeah,
cool.
yeah. They should give her like Glaz's ability almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but only on the pistol with the scanner out, and it was kind of weird looking. It's like, like Glass, everyone's banana yellow, banana
yeah,
vision, right?
yeah,
It's super
yeah.
strong. IQ, it wasn't quite like banana vision. It was like outlined in blue, kind of. I don't know. for
Yeah.
for people who have no idea what I'm talking about, go on YouTube and look up like IQ scanner seeing through smoke. Oh, I hope there's a video there to show I'm talking about, but you can kind of see like blue outlines of people with the scanner out. It was pretty cool, but back to the topic at hand. Thatcher ability, really cool.
Mhm.
Um, it's interesting that's not a throwable, right? I mean, that's pluses and minuses, right? You have your gun like fully tucked. Your gun is fully tucked. If someone swings you, you're cooked.
Mhm.
But you have way more charges. You get the visibility on it. I like the idea. I like the idea. It's cute. I don't think it's like game changing one way or another. I will say I see way more Thatcher played now
Yes,
because
yes.
of it.
I think that's what they were going for was people would pick hard breach, but they would be like, and they would like, they would be like, let me get Twitch, let me get
Yeah.
Flores, let me get like they just wanted to get
Doki
anybody
EMPs.
else. Yeah, like
Yeah,
anybody, like
Ionic
literally
EMPs.
anybody
Yeah.
else, and now they're actually picking Thatcher, which is I think the mission accomplished, right? That's the goal that they wanted. So,
Yeah. I mean,
so
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. I mean, I've loved Thatcher for years.
yeah,
I'd say as a console player, he was one of my most played operators for a long time. I've been a truther of the AR-33. I've been an
yeah,
AR-33 Thatcher truther back when I was on like console in 2018. But I don't
yeah,
know. I mean, overall, I think it's pretty cool change. I mean, I think there were changes they made this season that um like the Reaper, I think that is something that needs to be discussed. Just how unfortunate that gun is, but the Thatcher change I was hugely in favor of. I think it's a really cool idea. I think again they have a lot of ideas. Ubisoft's problem is never ideas; it's always been execution. It's always been like
yeah,
everyone's cheating when you get to a certain elo, or the bugs or this and that. Like it's
right,
very rarely like if you look at Siege and all the new shit that's going on that versus any game that's been out this long and like the new stuff they add, like I don't know, obviously PUBG is not the same type of game, but Overwatch, etc.
right,
It's kind of it's not even in the same realm in terms of cool stuff, right? So
yeah.
yeah,
What do you think about him having 4 guns? You like that?
yeah, I mean, low key, again, no one is bitching about Thatcher, right?
Yeah,
Like, this is another thing that I think Ubisoft has to realize with nerfs and buffs. It's like with the IQ thing earlier, like, no one was like, IQ, I'm getting two shot by IQ, I'm throwing a fit. Like, it was kind
yeah,
of cool. It
yeah,
was kind of cool. It's not used that much, and nades sucked, and, using IQ is just kind of pure fragger with some like tertiary utility, right? Like, my fucking EMP guy died. IQ, we're attacking organ upstairs, right?
right,
We're attacking organ upstairs. The EMP guy's dead. IQ, go below in classroom and shoot the Kate off, right? We can ace the wall, right? Like, there's some utility there, not a lot, but having
right.
her is kind of like a heavy gun, low utility op. Like, hell yeah, man, that was cool. So I think Thatcher having 4 guns and being like a Swiss Army knife, I don't think anyone's ever gonna run the shotgun on him. But if you're the other three, you got a little bit for everyone, right? Your DMR crutches, you got something. The AR-33 guys like me, you got something, and then the L8 laser guy, the L8 laser enjoyers. I mean, it makes sense. Each one has its own strengths, right? Body shots, head shots, and long range body shots probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that having 4 guns is fine. I think more ops should actually have more access to different guns just for variability's sake. Like, there's no reason that this far in.
Mhm.
Um, Again, this is another hot take of mine. I've been saying for a while they should give Doke like a bad AR, like a low quality AR, like the AUG or something,
Uh-huh.
and then take away the SMG-12.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think that the attackers having these super high fire rate SMGs, it feels kind of like not in the spirit of Siege. I know people yell at me for this, but it's just like
Yeah.
the really like with the SMIG 12 particularly because it's the best high fire rate SMG. Like, the whole spirit of Siege is like high powered, strong ass weapons, like massive line of sights against the defenders who are kind of like ramshackle and have like traps and barbed wire and like some shotguns and machine pistols trying to fight you off.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this goes into, everyone's much better at the game now. Everyone's so much better that the SMG-12 is one of the best weapons in the game, right? Like
Right.
it's extraordinarily strong. Right, but again, it doesn't really feel in the spirit of, call me old school. It doesn't feel in the spirit to have, an attacker have, the ramshackle machine pistols and everything else. I feel like the attacker should have, the really strong, high-powered guns at range, and the defender should be more like close range, high fire rate, lower damage. But
Right.
anyways,
I think that's kind of what they go for. They typically try to go for, and they try to keep um the win rate on defense around 60%. Sorry, it's like, yeah, it's around 60%, and
55, yeah.
yeah, 55%, and then on defense, sorry, defense is 60% and attack like 40%, plus or minus like 5, right? Is what they like when they balance everything out. But what do you think about the Fortress rework? Have you played that at all?
I have played it. I will say there are a few sites on that map that I
Mm-hmm.
think are much stronger than people give them credit for.
Yeah.
Like I played Hammam. I think it's
Yeah.
Hammam. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first floor one, right?
First floor.
I
Yeah.
played I played Hammam the other day, and we just spanked them. And I
Yeah.
was like, every Fortress game, I'm like, ban Maverick and go Hammam first, because there's an outer wall in
Mm-hmm.
Hammam room, I think it's sitting room. So
Yeah. Yeah.
there's an outer wall in sitting room. If
Right.
you bandit trick or K trick that correctly, or tubby trick or whatever, if you keep that wall shut
Yeah.
and you force them to push the other side, like there's some angles you can hold. Again, this goes back to DMR. There's like two Barao and a Rooney angles you can hold on the entry to Hammam, or like that far breach where people are typically vaulting, not to make people running thermite round one.
Right.
And it is impossible. Like you literally cannot vault into Hammam off the breach or even crouch in. Like it's very, very difficult
Right.
to push that room. There
Mm-hmm.
was another hold that I've seen recently on one of the upstairs sites where you blow bathroom and the big conference room table, you set
Yeah.
like a warden
Uh-huh.
vaulted up on that with a deployable, right? You
Uh-huh.
warden deployable vaulted up on that. You have some nade denial on it, and you electrify the wall to the right of the table
Yeah.
if you're coming from bathroom,
Yeah. The
and it
bunks
is
wall.
like impregnable.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always attack. So I always try to get that conference room wall opened up to the bathroom,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's like a fire extinguisher there, so you can pop the fire extinguisher. It smokes it off on the right side, and then you just smoke straight ahead, and
Yeah.
you just plan on the half wall. But I actually like that. You're talking about an extension to conference for bathroom.
Yes, it's super strong. Like people start yelling about this. People don't understand.
Yeah.
People don't understand. You extend in the conference and you basically do like the AIDS warden hold in Chalet Closet, where it's like a shield, a mute, and ADSs. You just have warden shotgun in that closet just being a nuisance, right? And you make him the linchpin of the hold, right?
Yeah.
It's the exact same idea, but in conference. And it is so strong, dude. Like
Yeah.
if you electrify that conference wall and they do not get it, they
Uh-huh.
are pushing a door into shielded warden who's already on a vault up, right? So he kind of has the high ground. I always think that fighting people on vault ups is just harder than
Yeah.
normal standing.
Uh-huh.
And you can be behind in bathroom C4 prepped. You can C4 over the shield. Like you don't even have to be on the vault up. You can play crouch height on the conference table all the way back in bathroom prone and throw
Yeah.
C4s over the shield and blow people coming in either doorway up. It's very strong. So
That's
anyways,
cool.
I think Fortress is going to be like in my opinion, I think Fortress is going to be like what's the map called? Lair. I think Fortress is going to be like a lair where it's hyper defensive sided
Mm-hmm.
for probably a year, and then people figure out how to attack it in a meta version. But it would not surprise me in the least if you give people another month and like diamond it up elo, you're going to see 75, 80 defensive win rate on that map until anyone figures out how to attack it. Because I think there's a few setups where it's like, yeah, if you blow like this wall to counter this and this, like there's ways to fight it.
Yeah.
But man, there's a few nasty things you can do on that map. I saw a mirror setup the other day. One of my randoms did. I was like, "Well, that's game. That's just the game's over. You can't do anything." So,
Right.
um,
yeah,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan though.
I'm a fan of this too. So what's crazy is like it's like I'm a fan of Thatcher. I'm a fan of the PMR, the new weapon. I'm a fan of the new map. Um, the cool thing about the map that I like is that they didn't change it so much that it's unrecognizable, right? Where it's like
Yes.
like Emerald Plains, everybody's like, Emerald Plains, it's a new map, I hate it, and they would ban it all the time. But that was just Bartlett University reworked, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it was just reworked so much that people didn't recognize the map at all. It was like a totally different map. But this is different because this is like you can recognize it still has the soul of the original map. So like the original players who played the game, they're like, oh yeah, and it comes back and they can kind of find their way around. So I think
and
they
I
did a really
hated
good job.
Original Fortress, to be
Oh
honest.
really?
I really did not like the Original Fortress. It's one of my least favorite maps in the game.
Yeah.
I really like the new one. I really like it. Yeah. I think yet again, I will say this a million times. Ubisoft, zero problems with ideas.
Yeah.
Ubisoft has literally zero problems with ideas and creativity. The team in Montreal, they deserve huge plaudits for all the ideas they put in this game. The issue is always execution, right? Like
Right.
the issue in this game is permanently, and it will be until the day it dies or they make Siege 2 or on, which is a conversation we should have about future.
Right.
But it will always be execution. Like if you get into ranked games, right, and there's periods, there's like every season, there's 2 to 3 weeks of time where none of the streamers are really playing, none of the high level guys are playing, and it's because every single diamond game you get into, there's people blatantly wall right. Like
Right.
every if you get into a game and all the guys who are ex-pro and streaming and everything cannot play ranked in your game because there's that many cheaters, right? That's an execution issue.
Right.
In my opinion, the nerfs are also an execution issue. Like
Yeah.
uh, nerfing frags to me was one of the craziest things they ever did, particularly as they've added more and more utility on defense into the
Yeah.
game, right? Like Denari, when now I can't cook a frag, I have to try, like it's Denari, Fenrir, Azami, and you can't cook frags or like rolling these things at them.
Yeah.
It's always
Too
been
bad.
like I think little execution errors
Uh,
that hold it back and never big ideas.
they did recently tell me that they changed their design philosophy, so they're going to be buffing more this
That's good.
going forward.
That's good.
So
That's good.
that's exciting. I was going to talk about real quick balancing changes, and then like like the events and stuff. But
Sure.
let's see. This was so we talked about the map, we talked about the gun, we talked about Thatcher. What do you think about matchmaking? Do you feel any change at all as a champ player? Because for me, the season before, I played a lot of cheaters the season before, and I ended up like plat 3, so my skill decayed, and I played this season, and it felt like I was actually climbing a ladder. Like I was playing with coppers, I was like, man, everybody's terrible in this lobby. And then and then I was playing bronze. I was like, everyone's terrible. Silver, everyone's terrible. Gold, I was like, okay, people are fairly competent in gold. Um, but they just have a couple of missing things, like they don't understand how to push things and this and that. And then once I hit plat, I was like, oh, people actually have gun skill. And my gunfights got a little bit more difficult, like against my opponents. And then now I'm emerald, and I'm like I feel like I'm actually climbing a ladder now, whereas before it felt like if I was diamond 2 peak, I got kind of stuck in that diamond elo. But I was playing when I was playing in copper and bronze, I was playing those players that are diamonds as well and champs and stuff. And
I
now
just
it
hit
just
plat
uh-huh.
and I'm playing professional players. So I'm having the complete
Okay.
opposite experience. I just hit plat and I'm playing literally no bullshit. Anyone can look the Will of Tengri. You can look up my encounters. I played like 2 or 3 games in the last week against Ashen on SSG and Eddie
Really?
and like full professional players. So I
That's
don't
funny.
know. I don't know. I think different strokes, different folks, man.
Yeah, I guess it's different once you get up that high, but like I got shot down pretty low last season, and this season I hit the system thinks I hit my new peak in Emerald 5, And
Well, this is how it's supposed to work, though, right? So,
yeah.
like, you ended in plat. This entire time you've been matching up against plat players, and you're much better than a platinum player, given I've played with you a bunch, right?
Yeah.
However, right? So you're much better than a platinum player. You're stomping a bunch of platinum players, right?
Right.
When I was ending like D3, D4, I'm actually better than a low diamond player. So I solo queued for a full season and went up to champ, right? And I was like, that was the second time I hit champ, right? I was like,
Right.
woo, I'm better than these low diamonds I'm scumming against, right?
Right.
Now, last season, I think I ended like D1, D2, right? And the game's still boosting me up to D1, D2. Like I'm getting 105 elo per win and -8 per loss. However, I am playing some boys, man. I am playing who did I play yesterday? Just this week, I have played with Uzi. Yeah, I have played with Uzi on my team. I have played against Ashen. I'm pretty sure I played with Skittles, I think. I need to double check that, but it sounded exactly like him. I'm pretty sure it's Skittles.
Yeah.
I played against Eddie. Those of you who are real R6 lifers know Eddie. Anyone who has not played Eddie, you're missing out. He's a menace. I will say I had a nasty flick on Eddie with the 12x on Cali, and I was talking mad shit to him, and then he boinked me. But he's a good guy. Eddie's a good guy. And I'm in like gold elo. So in literal silver elo, gold elo, like on the climb up. I haven't played a lot this season. I got engaged. I've been doing a bunch of stuff around, right?
Right.
So, but when I am playing, I am playing like SSG. I'm playing hardo players. So to me, I haven't really noticed much of a difference in this.
Okay.
the one thing I will say, and this is probably bad. The one thing I will say, I get a million more cheaters when I play in a 5-man versus solo.
Oh,
when I
okay.
play solo, I get super sweats, and I'll have some cheaters. I'll say like one cheater out of 10, 15 games. I'll get one cheater out of every 3 games when I'm in a 4 or 5-man squad, which to me, I think this is unintended, and this is, maybe feedback for them. Again, execution. This is maybe feedback for them because this is really, really shitty execution, right? It is really shitty execution I'm playing when I play with my friends and with people. It is way worse of an experience when I play solo. And the reason for that is that they matchmake based on squad, and a lot of the people who are cheating in the game, they're boosting, right? So they get in a squad of 4 or 5 guys, and they're paying them to boost them. They're cheating in a squad, yada yada. All of those guys are matched against other 4 and 5 mans, which is like me, right? It's like me, you, our 4 or 5-man squad, right? So you and me are getting matched against the cheater full squads at a way higher frequency than solo. Like there are people who cheat solo. I played a few last night. It's like, it sucks. It's whatever, right? But when I'm playing solo, and this is how I was able to solo to champ, I played way less cheaters.
That's smart.
Like
I didn't think about that. That's
my
cool.
Duo, all these other guys. We were playing in a 4 or 5-man. It was so fucking bad. It was like one out of every 5. Yeah, it was like one out of every 4 or 5 games. We were playing blatant fucking cheaters. This is like 3 seasons ago. The very next season, I was like, fuck it. No one's really playing anymore. I'll just solo. I played a half to a third the amount of cheaters. And it's the exact same thing this season. As soon as I squad with anyone, as soon as it gets above a duo, it's hellacious. It is hellacious. As soon as I'm in a 3-man, 4-man, 5-man squad, like it literally triples the amount of cheaters. So in terms of what this matchmaking has done, I'm sure it's improved some things. In my opinion, it has made the cheating problem infinitely worse for high elo players that play together. If you're a high elo player and you play together, the cheating problem has gotten way worse. But if you solo, it's a way better experience. So again, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad.
And I'm mostly solo these days, so that's also another thing is I'm not playing with my duo anymore. We played Siege Cup together, and we won, which was awesome. But other than that, I mostly solo queue. So I solo queue in plat to emerald. So
yeah, exactly.
Totally different experience for sure.
But solo queuing in champ, what that matchmaking has done is just I play pro players, and when I squad up, I play cheaters. So I mean the solo queuing is nice though. At least the games are more legit.
Legit, yeah. And you're playing with actual good players, so that's cool. That's good to know. Testing grounds, has that come out yet? Have they done it yet? I don't think they have.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna test speed. So like where you pick your speed in your armor, they're gonna. They're
Yeah,
thinking
I
about
think
adding that.
that's going to be bad. So,
Yeah.
in my opinion, go on a whole rant about this.
Yeah.
Very long story short, I think there's certain combinations of operators that are going to be absolutely fucking broken when you do this, and people just haven't thought about them yet. Like, people really, truly have not comprehended what, like, 3-speed lion is like. So there's gonna be some operator where they're swinging you and you're like, oh god, it's gonna be absolutely horrendous in terms of the way that you execute it. Again, I keep saying execution because it's constantly that, but I guarantee you there's unforeseen consequences because correct me if I'm wrong here. I read about this, and they were gonna have you go up to like 5-speed, -2 armor, and like 5 armor, -2 speed, so you could have like 200 HP and be slow, be like Clash with the shield out slow, and
Juggernaut.
then
Yeah.
vice versa, you could have like 70 HP and be like crazy fast, right? Or 60
Yeah.
HP and be crazy fast, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
We'll
think there's
see.
going to be some combination that's really bad. Like let's talk about this. So a very short thought experiment. Can you imagine a Montaigne that is like negative speed but has 200 HP and with the limb damage rework, every time you're shooting him in the leg, it's doing 12 to 15 damage, right? With the limb damage rework where you have way less damage to limbs, you'd have to shoot the Montaigne literally 14, 15 times in the legs to actually kill him. Like there's so many. Can you imagine a Monty turtle planting? I mean, you basically have to gas him or C4 him. You cannot shoot him in the
Right.
feet if he's turtle planting. You have to
They
full mag dump into 1 foot. Like, I don't know, it's just
they did before the recent events that happened and before like the holiday, they did actually revert the limb damage, which is good.
oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. So now taking out shields is a little bit easier. You shoot them in the leg, shoot them in the arm, obviously the head. So, but
I just think there's going to be some unforeseen consequences of like 5-speed Dokkaebi 60 HP with the SMG-12. It's a one-shot headshot game. She is just
yes,
going to kill you before
yeah,
you kill her.
it
That's
almost
just doing
doesn't.
that, and like
Yeah, it almost like you said with shields because their head's blocked, right? So they want to
yeah,
go. They want to be as slow as possible with as much health as possible.
yes,
And
exactly.
then
Blitz,
everybody else will probably just everybody will just revert to a 3-speed, or not 3-speed, but like
yes, or a 5-speed.
the 5-speed.
5-speed, yeah.
Because you have a one shot headshot game, right? That's all that matters is you pick the fastest weapons, right? Fastest shooting weapons, or I guess yeah, that would make the DMRs probably one shot, huh?
Depends on it. Depends
Yeah,
on the yeah. I mean, I guess it'd be low key. You know about this. Low key, it heavily depends on what the HP floor is, right? So if they make you a
right.
5-speed and you're 60 health,
Mhm.
all of a sudden or 70 health, Glaz is obscenely viable, right? Because
Right.
Glaz is 71, right? If they
Yeah.
make you a 5-speed and you're 70 health, Glaz is obscenely viable because he one shots all the 5-speeds, right?
Mhm.
Counterpoint, right? You're on defense. Everyone's 80 health, 85 health. Anyone who doesn't believe me on this, go into a shooting range, get a shotgun, and just go to 10 meters and shoot dead center with a shotgun 10 meters and do it like 20 times. Count how many of the 20 you're doing 100 damage, and count how many of the 20 you're doing like above 75 damage. Because if people started doing this, you could one shot so far away with
With a
damn near
shotgun.
every shotgun in the game. Like it would create like a DMR shotgun meta. Anyways, I do
Yeah.
not want to waste more time on this than it allows because I hope to God they're smart enough to not
Implement it.
fucking
Yeah.
implement this. Yeah, I hope to
Yeah.
God, I hope to God they are smart enough to not actually implement whatever that is. But
Hmm.
the idea of a 200 HP Blackbeard, like
Right.
slow unpeaking and repeaking you while there's a 5-speed Dokkaebi swinging you and everyone on defense is running a DMR or a shotgun, it's just like it feels like something Ubisoft would do again
Hmm.
because poor execution. But I hope they won't. If they have a feedback, tell them it's stupid. That's if you have a direct line to them, say please no. I think there's
Yeah.
so many ways for that to go terribly wrong.
Yeah. Um. Oh. Yeah. And I'm just kind of looking at like the rest of the season, but um.
Aren't they reworking? Which map are they reworking soon? Isn't it? Is it Cafe
So they
this
already
this year?
did this year. They already did skyscraper. They redid
Sky.
skyscraper. Um, let me see. So they did Skyscraper and Theme Park. So those got modernized. But and then the new map which was Fortress, and then yeah, that's pretty much all I really want to talk about. I mean, do you play Dual Front? I don't play Dual Front really. I
I
don't know many
played Dual
people.
Front once or twice. The one thing I will say, I do have a few ideas for balancing
Uh huh.
changes that I think would be pretty obvious.
Uh huh.
And here's one. Here's a free one. Ubisoft, free balancing change. Ubisoft, you don't have to pay me. Here's a free balancing change. Okay, you make the Reaper actually good, or counterpoint, you swap it out on Rook for the CZ now that the CZ is super viable with the sight upgrade. And Rook becomes more of a shotgun and like a shotgun and secondary machine pistol operator akin to Smoke, as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to a Doc clone. I love, love, love. Let me say it another time. Love the all of the things they're trying to do to differentiate operators, and you can see it pretty clearly, right? The
Mm-hmm.
whole Rook and Doc for years, like literally 10 years, have been almost identical clones to one another. And I think giving Rook the C4, I think
Right.
giving Rook the C4 and giving Rook the Reaper, right? They're clearly like, we got to divorce them, right? Very,
Right.
very clearly they're like, these guys have been the exact same. They're almost identical for God knows how long. You know, one's more selfish, one's more team focused, yada, yada, whatever, right? We're going to create some separation there. Here's a free one for you. The C4, a great idea. Rook shotgun is one of the best in the game and has been for years. In my opinion, it's the best shotgun in the game, and has been for a long time. It one hits at like 11 meters pretty consistently, 11, 12 meters. All you got to do is just give him a better secondary. Like the Reaper's so bad. Give him the CZ. I know you don't want another like Smig 12, Smig 11 on defense. Fine. Give him the CZ 75. It's very strong, super high DPS. It's very good with the upgrade now.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him that, and then make him a shotgun SMG character. He's super high skill because you can't put a sight on the CZ. That extra 20 damage boost is very strong. I mean, I don't know. You would know this better than me. How many seasons in a row has Rook been like higher win rate? I think it's like 20 at this point, where
Yeah.
Rook is one of the best operators for increasing win rate.
He's. I think he's always almost every season he's had like a win delta. Let me pull that up. So like he's always
It's
been
like plus
up here,
2.
like
It's
like too strong or whatever. Where's he at now? Let's see.
yeah. He's always like too strong underpicked every season. Like every
Oh, that's
season.
attack.
Oh, Rook's a low skill
Yeah,
operator. It's like they
underpicked too
only look at
strong. Yeah,
Diamond and Champ Evo. Yeah,
yeah,
he's always underpicked too strong. Rook has been one of the 10 best operators on defense for like 10 years, and no one plays him.
yeah.
I know it's a one-shot headshot game. A lot of people body shot, and he gives you an extra bullet, and he has good guns,
And
and,
grenade protection too. Even I
grenade protection, all this
when
stuff.
and self revive, like the Finka self revive type thing.
Yes.
Withstand, yeah. Um
Withstand. Yeah, the old Zoph thing. Yeah.
yeah, they when nading through the floor was a thing, I would always just tell people like just bring a rook, shut up.
Yeah,
Like,
you bring a Rook and a Thunderbird.
yeah.
Like bring a Rook, a Thunderbird, or a Doc. Like you can, dude.
Yeah.
He
Cuz
is so
cuz
fucking
you
good.
would you would get
And I
naded
think
through the floor.
the
You get
last
naded.
thing to make him like truly meta
Uh-huh.
is add the CZ. Give
Okay.
him give Rook a real usable secondary machine pistol. He's gonna be very, in my opinion, very widely played as a shotgun SMG C4 operator. He's like a mute, right? He's kind of like
Right.
mute, right? People are like,
Like
I
mute or
want to play
smoke.
mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not play mute? Except why not play instead of mute with the shotgun C4 and machine pistol, you play Rook with a slightly worse machine pistol, but a much better shotgun. I mean, again, anyone who doesn't believe me on this, go and you have 145 HP. Go take Rook, go take Mute, and then shotgun each other, right? Get one of your boys, stand like 10 meters apart, and shotgun each other. The Rook will one hit you. You might three hit Rook with the 145 HP, depending how
Right.
far away you are. It is
Hmm.
not close. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I think that's like a really easy balance change to make. And then the other thing about Siege, and this is when it goes into ideas again. The ideas that these guys have is so cool. Like Denari is
Hmm.
such a cool operator. that I've been playing so much more in his second season than his first season
Uh-huh.
because of all of the creative things you can do with him,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
And the more Raora, ditto. I don't know if you've played much the new champion meta attack on Villa. I'll tell you this nugget. The new champion meta attack on Villa
Mm-hmm.
is for Aviator is to run a Raora and Raora off the door that leads to
This,
main stairs, Raora off the other door into study, and basically run in that hole with Thermite, Thatcher Thermite the bar wall, and just flood.
yeah. Yep. Because
Like just absolutely flood the entire
what do
site
you
from
what do you
there.
do
And
with
if they
what do you
have
do
the
with the
head
head
holes, you
holes?
just blow
Yeah.
it up.
Oh, okay.
Well, with the head holes, you with the
Smoke it
with
off.
the door Raora, you can Ash or Zofia the head holes, and you basically have DMR Raora standing on the study balk window,
Mm-hmm.
staring at into bar through the head holes with the DMR, right? So I mean,
Right.
you could challenge her. It'd be tough though, because you basically have to swing the window from those head holes,
Yeah.
and then like once that bar is open, you have so much control from study. You have so much control to the point where you can because you can play by the door, right? You can play by study door into Aviator
Yeah,
and
because you don't have to
hold
worry about your
bar
feet
wrong.
with the rower.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Exactly.
not like a castle
So
barricade.
Raora and Denari are two ops where it's like chef's kiss, not broken, super creative, getting better with time as the community is learning more and more about them. The
Uh,
fucking ideas in the game are so A1. That's why we all stick around and play it. The only problem is execution. And I'll for the future, for the last topic on the future of Siege. This is a real hot take. The final topic on the future of Siege, right? The most played game in the world right now is what? It
uh,
has been for a decade.
Counter Strike.
Counter Strike, but that's not the real name. It's Counter Strike 2, right? Counter Strike CS:GO.
Oh,
CS:GO, right?
I think
It's a
it's
sequel.
yeah. I don't know actually. I think it's Counter Strike 2.
Yeah, it's CS:GO, right? So when you're playing, yeah, when you're playing Counter Strike 2, you're not playing Counter Strike 1. In my opinion, if Ubisoft came out with a Rainbow Six Siege 2 that's
Mm-hmm.
a near exact copy of this game, but with a newer engine, make everything sexy, right? Make everything a little sexier, make everything feel a bit more modern, build a custom anti-cheat a la Valorant that makes it exceedingly difficult, right? Like where it's possible, but it's not really that much of a worry
Mm-hmm.
and go from there. I mean, in my opinion, it would be like this game is so widely played, and Lam and I have talked about this offline. If you look at Ubisoft's projects over the last however many years, like a lot of their open world stuff is failing. A lot of the open world and other games they've designed have just not done super well at all. The Assassin's Creed cash cow seems to have dried up slightly. Like Rainbow is their moneymaker at this point. It
Yeah.
really is their moneymaker. And I think the potential for like a Siege 2 where you sexy the game up, you make like an easier learning curve for newer players, right? Which is going to be hard to do with all the gadgets and everything else, but with a more widely played game, right? Like if a bunch of people get into Siege, if you have functional matchmaking, what that should actually do is make it so that they aren't playing me, right? Like if they come out with Siege 2, I should not be in a lobby with the Siege 2 guys. I'd have a 7 KD, right? I'd be walking around Waffles. I'd stomp everybody, right? It's not
Right.
gonna be fun. You'd be stomping everyone. Anyone who's played this game for a while would be stomping everyone. But with functional matchmaking, they tried to do this with Newcomer, obviously of the Smurf issue and so on.
Yeah.
But there are ways to fix this execution wise. Like within matchmaking, you can figure it out. Like, hey, this guy's been in newcomer playlist and he has a 10.0 KD in 4 games where he's not allowed to do the newcomer playlist anymore. Like that,
Right.
simple things, right? Simple stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just data analytics, tons of stuff. You have a custom anti cheat. I think that you could turn it into maybe not a Counter Strike level phenomenon, but there's no reason that it should not be one of the five or 10 most played games on the market consistently. It's such a good function. They clearly have such good ideas relative to what's going on. You have really, really cool abilities, the destructibility. Like to me, it feels like there's still so much wood to chop in the game, which is why I mean there's such a dedicated player base this far in. But I would love to see a Siege 2 announcement. That's really like more than any map, more than anything else. I would love a
Mm-hmm.
Siege 2. I'd love
Yeah.
a Siege 2. Put it on next gen consoles. have full crossplay among consoles and PC, have like actual functioning matchmaking. Ubisoft, if you're out there and you want someone to fix your matchmaking, please talk to me, or actually talk to anyone who's ever played chess in their life. The ELO system is based off of chess, and they fixed it a long time ago. Uh, talk to me or any other person who's good at chess. We can help you with this. And then just basic data analytics to try and limit, smurfing, cheating, stuff like that. Like if someone's been reported for cheating in 15 straight games, something like that, you could probably take a look, or if they're, and just talk to your good players, right? Talk to your players like you and me. Like what are things that remind you of a cheater, right? People that see for themselves in prep phase, right? That would remind me of someone who's cheating a lot. If I see someone has done that 50 times in a season, I'd really start asking questions, right? Along with the high KD. Right? Like there's all sorts of pretty obvious things that are easily trackable to fix a lot of problems. Again, execution, execution, execution. But with good execution, I am super bullish on the future of Siege in general, as long as there's a Siege 2. I don't think you can save Siege 1 from the cheating and all the other stuff. And people aren't excited. It's such an old game. But you come out with a Siege 2, oh
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, people will get excited. I think that's kind of what they were doing with Siege X, and
yeah.
And everybody got excited, but it was just kind of a disappointing season as a whole, which is kind of unfortunate. But
yes, because they put way too many resources in a dual front, in my opinion. I think they tried copying like the open world, PUBG, like what do they call those? They tried mixing like Siege, Battle Royale, they tried like, what if we do Siege, but a Battle Royale Siege? The kids love Battle Royale, and it's ass. Like low key.
It's not a
people are not playing Siege to play a Battle Royale. They're playing Siege to sweat, right? People are not playing Siege to chill out and play a Battle Royale. They're playing Siege to like blow people up through walls and swing people with Think LMG and flashbang a guy and smoke a guy and run through the smoke with a shotgun when they're not expecting. Like they make Siege to do stuff like that. They're not playing Siege to have the what do they call it in PUBG. I can't remember the name of it. The DMR. Anyways, they're not playing Siege to play like a battle royale. They should really just make a Siege 2. Just sell it as a new game. People will buy it. Make it so you can port over renown and operators from earlier, just like you did here, Skins right? Too. Be like, we'll look up your account. You can port it over right into Siege 2, so the old guys like me and you don't have to sweat the whole time, right? You got to keep all of the stuff that you've given. For a $20 purchase. Like you say, know what? Siege 2, if you have a Siege 1 account with more than XYZ hours, we'll tell you a code. You can use this code and we'll give you half off Siege 2. For you guys, it's only $30. We'll port over all of your shit from your old account too. Welcome to Siege 2. Here's our custom built anti-cheat. With the release, we have, 5 new maps. We have this, and this. That's what I would do. And they would make so much money doing this. So anyways, that's my big future idea. I mean, they want to get to 100 operators, right? That's their big thing.
I don't think I think they've kind of abandoned that. They're just kind of on a rolling basis now. But that was what they said a long time ago. They wanted 100 ops, but I mean, they're only putting 2 out a year now, so that's gotta be. That'll take a while.
And they're in the 70s, so that would take a long time. I think they're at what are they now?
I don't know.
They're at quick math, 35. I think they're at 70 total. Yeah, they're at 70.
So
they're at 68. They're at 68. Wow.
Right. My big for the future of Siege. You want Siege 2. One of the things that I gave feedback for was I wanted community mods. So if they do Siege 2, or even if they keep doing Siege 1 or Siege X or whatever, I want there to be community mods. So like people who have been around for like 10 years, like you and I, people who have what's it called, esteemed or like what's exemplary, and then like they have to be a certain level, they have to be around for certain pros, stuff like that. Then they can moderate the community. So they're like, oh, this guy's clearly cheating. Then they can put a vote to ban, and then the players can ban them like by voting, and stuff like that.
Quick math correction: it's 76 operators. So it'd take them another 12 years to get to 100. That'd be bad.
Yeah. Well, they say they want to keep the game going for another 10 years, but that's something that
I mean, if they get If they do, Llama, I tell you what, if they get 12 years more out of Siege and get to 100 operators, I'll send you a nice bottle of wine.
All right.
Two, the only issue with community mods that I can see is, let's say someone like you or me sells their account and I sell my account to a guy who cheats and he can just ban legit players
Yeah.
and like not ban the people that he's cheating with and on and on and on. I think that could go really poorly. I think that can go really, really, really poorly. So in my opinion, the only way that you should be allowed to become the only way that you should be allowed to become a community mod
Uh-huh.
is if you are like pro, high level streamer, stuff like that. That does kind of throw a wrench in where, like, if you're a pro or a high level streamer, you're not going to be below diamond, really, ever.
That's
So
true.
if
Yeah.
there are cheaters in like M lobbies, they won't really get caught out. But again, I fully agree with this. There is no reason why, like, Bolo, if he's watching a guy cheat, can't put a little strike next to your name that goes like, this guy's cheating. And once you have 3 strikes next to your name by known players, the account's insta-banned, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, that
I
just
like that.
feels like it should be obvious to everyone, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
Or
if
just,
they're like, maybe this guy's cheating, right? And you'd have to talk to them and be like, look, you can't be like, I suspect it if he's hit a few shots. Like, you have to look at the replay and see him like locking. Like, you have to really be clear about the cheating.
well, there's also this
Uh,
program called Reputation GG, and like you submit clips, and it has to be it has to be very specific clips. Because I've submitted a
okay.
clip of a guy who admitted to cheating, and he still didn't get
Yeah.
banned. Like, but there's stuff like that where it's like a portal, like an official Siege portal, and it's community mods, and people are like, yeah, ban this person. No, this guy's legit. Stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but that's what I put in for my for the future for wish list. Um, the next season, talking about the future, the next season, or this season, sorry, this season we're gonna be coming out with another event. I think it's actually rumored to be, and I'm just trying to wrap up because we hit an hour for you.
Sure.
But it's gonna be freeze for all this season.
Freeze for all, classic.
Yeah, so they're doing that, and then where was this? So the limited time event. Oh, wildcard event. Did you like it? I love this wildcard event. And a friend
Which
of
one's
mine.
that one?
It's the wildcard event is where like it's kind of like Frag Punk where you vote on modifiers in the game. Like
Oh,
no
yeah, that's
walls.
sick.
Yeah,
That's sick. Yes,
yeah.
I've been playing that, dude.
Yeah.
Low key. This okay. This is how much of an asshole I am. We got the one where no one can sprint. We got the one where no one could sprint and no one could lean. And then we got the one with no guns, right? So it's like shooting, it's like gadgets and nades only. And I ran Maestro and I zapped the entire team to death. I ran Maestro and the entire enemy team is walking like very slowly at my things,
trying to
my
punch
little
it.
Maestro bubbles, trying to punch them, just dying.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
There's another one where it was like permanent Fenrir, and I like have like a pre-placed drone on a doorway. I run in, I throw some nades and plant. I think I'd like Fink or Ying LMG, and I just pre-fire the doorway with a suppressor for literally 3 full mags. I got 4 kills. Just sitting there. There's one doorway into the room. It was like that room right as you walk in on house on the first floor. I don't know the name. Don't want the jukebox. I plant right in the doorway.
Jukebox, yeah.
Yeah, and I just full mag dumping a suppressed LMG so they don't have visibility on the bullets.
Yeah.
Full mag dumping a suppressed LMG at the doorway from the hallway into that room. Just a 4K. There are so many funny things you can do in that. I love that mode. That's like again, ideas, unbelievable ideas.
Yeah.
A+, A++. Put them in charge of the company. But
Yeah.
again, you take stuff like this, man, and you make Siege 2.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Siege 2 is what's needed because people will buy the new game. They'll play the new game. They'll be like, okay, here's what's different. Here's what's new. Long-standing things that people have wanted to fix, right? Like you could really jumble around some stuff. And for anyone who's played Counter-Strike, like the differences between CS and CS2, there are some, but it's the same game, right? And it's hyper competitive, like the pro scene, I think would explode with a Siege 2, on and on and on. I think that that's the ultimate the ultimate guide to happiness.
Yeah.
Deep freeze, I don't really have opinion on it because the last time they did deep freeze that I remember, I couldn't play the game. That was
Freeze
why I
for all.
rage quit. Freeze for all or whatever it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
freeze
yeah,
for all. They did
yeah.
it during deep freeze, and I was just
Oh
like
yeah.
constantly getting booted, and people
I
were
don't
even
remember.
cheating in that. I was like, this
Yeah,
sucks. So
but
I never really played it much.
But I guess they're gonna become like this is all rumors and speculation. You can just search this on the internet. So I can't really like show you guys anything, but supposedly they're gonna do freeze for all again. They're also for next season, for year 11, they're gonna be coming out with a new map called Casino map, Calypso Casino. From Rainbow Six Siege Vegas. That's out there on the internet. You can actually like watch YouTube videos for it.
Looks sick.
Yeah, I'm technically an official Ubisoft content creator, so I can't like show leaks and stuff, but I can kind of it's already out there, so you guys can look at it, just YouTube it. Um, and then the new operator is supposedly from Rainbow Six Vegas as well. Because if you look at, or it's rumored anyway, um, if you look at the battle pass, and the charms and stuff, they're all bishops.
Oh,
And
really?
chess pieces. And the name of the operator from Rainbow Six Vegas was his name was Bishop.
Bishop, yeah.
So that's gonna
Cool.
probably be the new operator or the new Rainbow Six like character or whatever. They're supposedly gonna have Rainbow's Magics coming back next season, and they're
I love that one. That one's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
the old what's it called?
Kids.
Pink butterfly Blackbeard,
Yeah.
man. I'll never get over it.
Yeah, I love it because it's always funny because you have all these tryhards who are like realism, like Siege is realism, and it's like no, dude, it's always kind of been like you carry a reinforcement in your pocket, you know?
Yeah, like
and then
there's literally a guy who shoots bees at you, bro. There's a guy who shoots bees at you. Tell you where you are, like the fucking. Like, let me tell you.
But you have all these like hard guys who are like, oh, like it's gonna be serious esport, you know, and then they come out with Rainbow's Magic, and it's like butterflies. And
Smoke's just in a furry outfit. Fucking Smoke is a furry. Blackbeard has butterflies in his hair, but yeah, I think people trying to treat Siege like hyper legit. There's a guy attaching car batteries to a fucking wall. There's a guy who shoots bees at you. Like actually think about what's going on for a little bit and be like,
it is not a realistic game. It's a fun game, but it's not realistic.
There's a guy who fucking like if you take any of these people and you like think about the way that it works for a second, there's a guy who shoots flaming crossbow arrows at people, and yet even if you're vaulted up, like nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense outside of like 3 operators from a realism perspective. And like funnily enough, one of the only operators that does make sense from a realism perspective probably is Smoke. Like you probably could throw mustard gas at people and have it work, and they put him in a fursuit. So I don't know.
Yeah, but supposedly they're coming out with Rainbow's Magic, and then cosmetics and like content wise, they're like. Alpha packs have gotten kind of stale because like everybody has all these skins. So like you open up a Black Ice and it's like whatever, like nobody cares. They're supposedly gonna come
like
out
you
with
and me. I mean, so many of them are duplicates. I have 400. No bullshit. I think I have 440 something alpha packs. I don't even open them because I'll get bored in a queue. Open 20 of them and it'll be 18 duplicates and spores.
Yeah, spores and what's the other one you always say?
Maui. Spores and
Maui.
Yeah, everything in the game is spores. When you guys look at alpha packs, 90% of the like common and uncommon skins, they're just spores. It's just different versions of spores. So.
But the new Black Ice variant, they're going to be coming out supposedly rumored with Black Ice variants. So one for Emerald, one for purple for Diamond, and then pink for Champ. So then you pull it and I'm hoping that you get it for hitting each rank. And it's not like you're copper and you pull something and it's like a Champ Black Ice. Like that would be kind of stupid. I'm hoping that it's like how they do with the gold. If you hit gold 1, you get a headgear.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm hoping that they make it where it's like you hit Emerald, you get a green Black Ice.
Backgrounds and shit.
Yeah, you get a gun skin.
Backgrounds.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And then they're supposedly coming out with more than 2 elites per season. And then I'm actually I'm friends with a couple of developers, roughly like just online on like TikTok, and I played with a couple games with them, but I'm friends with the Battle Pass, a Battle Pass dev, and the event, the person who did the wild card that you were talking about that you liked, the Siege event,
Yeah,
and
promote that guy.
yeah, but they're I don't know if you have you finished the Battle Pass this season, or did you have the Battle Pass?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
I was checking. No, I have not.
Okay. At the end, usually you get a Bravo token, so you can unlock whatever you want, and they got rid of it for balancing purposes. I don't really know too much about that, but rumored, and I haven't even talked to this person. It's not through the developer, but just like me reading online. They're supposedly going to come out with a scrap mechanic for duplicates on alpha packs. So like you pull.
Oh, so you can just that's cool.
So you pull an alpha pack, instead of it giving you renown, you get like a part of something else that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then
do that.
And then they're gonna do something probably
if
with
they
Bravo
do that,
tokens.
Llama, I will have so much scrap. I have like I have like 5. I think within a week or two, I'm gonna hit 500 alpha packs, and I guarantee you probably 450 of those are duplicates. So
yeah,
I'll build myself an arc.
Yeah. And then supposedly they are also going to rework the membership skin. So right now, whenever you get the membership on the 28th, you get a skin in the game. But then the way it's working is you get it for like a headgear 1 month, you get the uniform for another month, you get like something else the third month. They're gonna try to make it where it's like Pokemon, where like you get the full set, it's awesome, and then it evolves over time. So the second month, you for the season, it evolves into a cooler looking one, and then by the time you get to the third season, it's all fully animated and really cool and stuff,
It's like spinning around. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So
I mean, look, man. Siege, Siege is 100% the cash cow for the company. I'd love if they put all of their focus onto this game. And again, this is my personal opinion. If they put all of their focus as a company onto this game and eventually a Siege 2, I think that it would. I think it would be pretty good. And anyone who disagrees with what I'm saying, you should go look up Ubisoft stock price, and you should go see what's going on over the last few years. I really think that a hard focus on Siege, given it makes money and it's successful, and like Rainbow Six Siege 2, where you have some old maps, some new maps, on and on and on, and just give everyone like a lot of things to sink their teeth into. Again, just like CS2, just like Counter-Strike 2, make this another version, right? Counter-Strike's a completely different vibe than Siege, but they're both hyper competitive FPS. There's enough space for two of them, and I guarantee you, if they have 1/4 the reach of Counter-Strike 2, everyone at Ubisoft is retiring to a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll close with this since we're a little bit over time, but all it takes really is like Battlefield. They didn't come out with they have a map, a game where there's destructibility, right?
Yep.
all it takes is for them to come out with like a game mode where they plant the bomb, and then 5v5 bomb plants, and then Siege has a competitor. Right now they don't have a competitor, so but anyway, my cat is really hungry, so he's like he's trying to open up his
I'm also really hungry. Both me and the cat are hungry. I'm gonna cook some chicken palm.
Nice.
Sounds good. Italian.
Sounds
good. But yeah, Llama, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you. And I mean, I hope you become a player mod one day, man. I hope they do it. I don't think they should make people like me a player mod though. I just sell my account for $2,000 to some Claro developer and be like, here you go.
But anyway,
you go on vacation.
You're funny. All right. Well, thanks for. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you hopping on here. So
sure, anytime, man.
Go ahead and wrap up here. So, but yeah, you have a good one. Okay.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Siege365, where we talk about the past, the present, and the future of Rainbow Six Siege. This regular podcast aims to cover Siege all year long on a regular basis to create excitement, express gratitude, and share nostalgia. Siege365 documents the changes made in-game from a player perspective while reporting on development and events made by fans for fans. Join us next time where we talk about the full reveal of Rainbow Six Siege X Year 11 Season 1 and anticipate the rollout of Year 11 roadmap, as well as 6 Invitational. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.